Hello and welcome to my little channel called The Sword Rules, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a new Milwaukee M18 fuel vacuum. I'm doing it here inside my house because I live way up north here in Wisconsin, and man, it has been cold out. I mean, I'm talking, it's been like frigidly, unusually cold for even for Wisconsin at Christmas time. It's been crazy, like minus 30, minus 40 wind chills, and I'll be checking this out later in my garage when I get it all put together. But right now my garage is warming up, and while I'm waiting for the garage to warm up, I'll just unbox this thing and put it together here in the kitchen. So I brought this little adjustable height table up here so that I could get the stuff out of the box okay, and then I'll start putting it together. So now I'm going to move the, I should tell you, this device came with it. It was included free with the purchase of the M18 wet dry vac, and it's called the Milwaukee Air Tip. It's a dust collector, and it, as an example, it will suction itself to the wall while you're doing some cutting and catch all the dust and debris. I can think of other uses for it also, like when you're cutting something in a vise or doing some grinding and you want to catch your stuff. So yeah, that should come in handy too. I'm not going to unbox that. I just wanted to include it in this intro here. So yeah, so let's get to the unboxing and see what's inside this thing. So I got a couple of these in my stocking from Santa. Yeah, we're going to put this to use today. So we'll be maybe doing a review on this little device today too. Super cool that it does all this stuff in one, and this will probably lead to some more reviews because of all the power tools that I'm switching out to, of course, M18 and M12. So the reason why I'm not including this in with my power tool unboxing and reviews is, the question is this a power tool? I'm not really sure. It's definitely a battery powered device made by Milwaukee. I'm not really sure I can classify it as a power tool, so I'm doing this separate. Alright, hey, let's see how this knife works. Oh yeah, it cuts really good. Here we have the actual vacuum out here. Trying to decide which side is better. That looks like a drain. Go this way. It's pretty heavy. I mean, not too heavy, but it feels like it's substantial, you know. It's got a good weight to it, which tells me that it's probably well made. I would expect that anyway. I mean, it's Milwaukee, right? They make some good stuff. I'll look at it here from the top. Looks like we have a carry handle here. I'm sure that locks up in place. It is Milwaukee Fuel. I'm going to try and keep all of my new equipment in the fuel category. Not really sure what these are for yet, but they look like some kind of strap attachments there. Let's see what shows on nothing shows on there. Looks like we have a container here to hold a couple of attachments. We've got a couple of extra pickup devices here, little nozzles. Great place for storing them right there. Push that back down in there. There must be an order that those go in there. this one down in first. Yeah. There we go. We have a power switch here on top also. That is, looks like low, off, and high. Alright. Continuing around this side, here we have what looks like the hose catch. You can wind that up on there after you get the hose wrapped around. And we have two locking devices to hold the top on. So I'm going to open this one up first. You pull down on it a little bit and up. Do the same here. And we'll lift it off. Here you have your filter. Not sure of the part number yet. And that's about it for the inside. Stuff's back on there easy. Locks back in. Cool. Alright, let's see what else is inside the box. One of the reasons why I wanted to replace the current Craftsman shop vac that I have out in the garage is because even though it has a lot of good vacuum to it, it really works really good. I've had it for a long time and it's corded, and I am tired of the cord A, not being long enough to reach all the way across my garage, and B, the cord getting caught on things as I'm trying to pull it around the garage or go around my car the whole way. It's just, it seems like I'm always having to stop and go back, walk back to the end of the 25-foot cord and release it from something that it's gotten caught on. Drives me crazy. And as soon as I saw this battery powered device by Milwaukee, that, you know, I'm switching all my power tools over to Milwaukee. I'm going to have plenty of the M18 batteries around. I'm like, I am all in on this thing. How nice will that be to just literally just pull this thing around and have it not get caught on anything. So that's one of the main drivers, I guess the two main drivers between switching to this versus keeping the Craftsman. So we have the hose, all plastic ends on it, of course, what you'd expect. And there are two extension tubes here. There's the base with 4 casters. Let me get that unwrapped for you. Put the box down. Substantial, I should add. This thing is pretty heavy. Not heavy, heavy as in you can feel that it's well built. This is some really thick plastic here. Which end goes in, so I'm going to put that end in first. Get it to seat. And I'm probably just going to press down. Yep, it's already locked in. And whole thing picks up. Cool. Let's spin this right around here for you. This looks like a good place to attach more of my, I'm sure I'll gather more of these together. This is probably where something like that goes. For now, I'll keep these two up in here, and let's attach the hose and see exactly how that works. You know, it might be a good idea to put those locks to use right here. I've got a smallish size table here, so I'm going to lock these down. Try and keep this from rolling. Oh, that works pretty good. All right, we have the hose. I'm not reading the instructions first because this seems like it's pretty simple. This is going to go in and then twist it clockwise to lock that hose in. Guess that's it. That's held in place. This would be where the battery goes in, so let's get a battery and turn this thing on, make sure that it fires up on low and high speed before I go any further with it. Got myself an M18 battery here. Thought I had the right one in here with me for this unboxing, but all I had was M12s. As you can see, battery is fully charged. It slides right into here. Give it a little tap. Locks it in. And now we will give this a try. On low first. Turn that off first. Then we'll switch to high. Feel the difference there between low and high. Alright, very good. It seems like this is all working correctly. Okay, just a couple of other little things. I just took a quick look through the manual because I wanted to get the part number for you for replacing the filter in here. I read through the whole English section of this manual and I do not see the part number for the high efficiency air filter, dust filter that is included with this model, which is the 0910-20. These little clasps here are made for, there's a attachment bag that can go on top here and get strapped on using these. I imagine you could use them. You could use your own bungee devices and stuff too for holding extra stuff on the top. And of course, there is. Let me get this up here. I connected the hose to the inlet. The inlet for vacuum is right next to the power switch. The outlet to turn this into a blower is on this side, so you just lock it in that way. Okay. Now when you turn it on, blower coming out that the opposite way, of course, of the vacuum. So that's kind of handy to have it that easy to switch around. So, quick correction to the way that I had it assembled earlier. I found that the attachment pieces weren't fitting in that side very well, and I had this inlet side of the canister over here with the hose sticking out. That wasn't very smart of me. I released the lock over here, picked it up, turned it around, locked it back in so that this was over on this side, and yeah, that works a lot better. Still not the greatest, but works better. So before I get started cleaning around here, I thought we'd give this air tip a try. I'm really interested whether or not this thing really sticks good to walls and what kind of walls it sticks to. I've got a few different kinds to choose from here. So if you're ever doing some drilling or cutting or sanding and you want to catch the shavings or the sawdust or whatever that's coming down, this is supposed to stick to the wall with this rubber gasket and then catch everything. So let's give it a try on a few different walls. I'm going to use the low setting. textured surface, sticks good. A bit of a rough surface on this particle board here. Seems to hold pretty good. Pretty impressed. I'd use it. Hello, I'm back again out here in the studio. Got a little project going that I'm just finishing up. I had to do some maintenance on the Cub Cadet snow blower here. My drive clutch cable broke. I got that replaced, and now I got a little mess underneath there, which, you know, there's a little bit of a mess all over my garage floor right now. So that'll come in handy as I put the new Milwaukee fuel M18 wet dry vac to work. So I did a little bit of vacuuming already with it before I started up the camera. One thing I will say is that I'll probably look for a little bit bigger attachment for the end of this. I know you can't go too big, then the vacuum is reduced. So, but a little bit bigger, you know, really to cover big areas like the floor like that. Right now the floor is not too dirty. I'm not too worried about it yet, so I will watch for some sales or something to come up, and should be something coming up here after the new year. So anyway, I'm going to have the vacuum running. It's going to be hard to talk and have you guys hear me, but I'll do a little recording here with the vacuum. It's going to be running on high, on speed number 2, and we'll see how much of all this stuff here that'll pick up. We got some pretty good sized leaves down there. Sometimes that gets stuck in the end of these things. Got a couple of real big ones over there. Just general debris on the floor. So let's do a little vacuuming and see how this thing does. How it does on this surface. A lot of suction there, that's for sure. It's tilted a little bit. Alright. Not going to bore you with too much vacuuming. It looks like it has plenty of suction. It did pick up all but one of those real big leaves. Got stuck in there for a little bit. Had it loose pretty good. It did pick up some wet leaves also, and some wet debris from underneath the snowblower here. So yeah, it seems to be picking up really good. Like I said, I think I'm gonna try and get a little bit wider end on there for doing floors. And let's see how much battery we used. Now, when I put it in there, it was 4 bars. I don't know whether it was a full, absolutely full. I don't know, but it was at least 4. And then, and I did a little bit of vacuuming before I started filming this. So let's see what it's at now. Oh, that dropped quite a bit. So I didn't do all that much vacuuming with it, and it dropped 1.5, 2 bars, probably 2 bars already. So, but that whole time was on high also. Maybe I don't need to put it on high, maybe low. So let's try one on low on this black mat over here and see how well it picks up. Maybe use less battery if I don't need to run it on high all the time. Low. Still picking up stuff off the floor. Oh yeah. Seems to still have plenty of suction, even on low. We'll be using less battery that way, so my go-to speed will be low from now on. And we're still at 2 bars after that, so that's good. Alright, there you have it. Milwaukee Fuel M18 Wet Dry Vac. Canister type with the base. Works really good. I'm super impressed with it so far. I love the fact that there isn't a cord holding me back or getting caught on things. I started vacuuming over there and then pulled it around this way when I did a little bit over in this area, and yeah, of course there was no cords to get stuck on there, so very good. I say it's a good machine, and I'm going to enjoy using it. Well, thanks again for joining me on my little channel, and give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of tool review kind of thing that I do. Not a true review, but I'm just trying to show general use. So give me a thumbs up if you like that stuff. I'll do more. Subscribe if you want. I really don't care. And you all have a great rest of your day. Bye now.